Okay. What's up, YouTube? My soul tribe, the ether, and the cosmos, and no, they are not the same. This is your girl, Mighty Mocha, tuning in for Mission Driven Monday. I hope you guys are having a good return back to work. For those of you who are coming off a vacation, hope you enjoyed the hell out of your downtime, just your tune out time, your ability to connect with self, connect with your family, and connect with spirit, if that's the kind of thing that you're into. So, as always, I give thanks to those who like, share, comment on my content, um, subscribe to my channel. And those who don't, I appreciate you just the same. So, Mission Driven Monday. First Monday of the new year. I'm feeling good. I'm re-energized. I'm rejuvenated. And thankful to be present with spirit and to be in the land of the living and to be able to appreciate my family and friends the way that I have been able to. So, in that sense, I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it so I don't spend time meandering and talking about things that are off the radar, but I want to stay focused because I kind of want to dive into this Mission Driven Monday. And I say it all the time, but for some reason, I heard intentions are the root of all good and evil. Intentions are the root of all good and evil. It could be intentions is the root of all good and evil, whatever. But that's what I kept hearing. And as you guys know, I have a very philosophical family, and we have conversations, or may not know, and we have conversations all the time about how we engage with one another and how we engage with the external worlds that we have to live in all the time. And one thing that I have come to know and understand just from living long enough, not, as long, but long enough, is that intentions are everything. Intentions set up every action, reaction, lack thereof. Intentions encompasses the state of who we are on an ongoing basis. And I'm coming to understand that intentions have to be pure, or should be pure, and should be, what's the word I want to say? Intentions should be undemanding and as pure. That's the only word that I can come up with that really resonates with me, really connects with me, is that the purity of the intentions, whether it yields you good or negative results, is what is really important. The purity of your intentions, not how someone receives them, not how they are actually experienced all the time, but just the purity and the divinity of the intentions is what creates either a good path or an evil path for a lot of situations that we incur in life. So I was thinking about this because I was thinking about how moving forward in 2021, I said that I don't do New Year's resolutions. I do New Year resurrections. And it is my goal to set intentions that will support me and solidify my position in life as I move through life on a continuum. And with that, I began thinking about, well, what are the intentions? What do they really mean? And I listed some intentions in my I think it was my Fearless Friday video that I did it for week 5. But I listed some intentions like releasing negative energy and people with negative energy, and releasing toxic behaviors and toxic connections, and releasing um uh, uh what's the word, vices. I have vices. Everybody has vices, but releasing those vices that I know don't serve me well, like, I smoke, and I like my Chardonnay, and not necessarily releasing them, but putting them in perspective so that they serve me well and I'm not serving them. So my intentions are really a reflection of my mindset. My intentions, and I think everybody's intentions, are a reflection of their mindset. If you intend to do well by someone, it means that you most likely, not always, but most likely have a positive mindset and want to see others prosper and do well. And as a result, you have no problem with setting appropriate intentions towards how you engage with other people. But then, if your intentions are to serve only yourself and to only get your needs met and to only satisfy and satiate yourself, then your intentions may not be well rewarded nor well received. And so I encourage you guys and caution you to think about, with every statement you make, with every thought, first, just back it up, rewind the tape, with every thought that you have that results in a statement, an action, or the lack thereof. I encourage you to think about your intentions behind it. What are your intentions for saying what you're saying to someone? What are your intentions for thinking the way that you think about someone? I was having a conversation with my daughter today about a celebrity and their work with the mental health field. And my intention for why I felt like I felt was rooted in something else, but it wasn't being transmitted that way. That's not how it was being, communicated. And through conversation, she kind of helped me like shift my paradigm and understand that nope, it's not my intention to spew on this celebrity that is upholding this thing that's going on and has been going on for centuries, on generations, especially in the African American community. But it was more so rooted in the flight and fancy of how people attribute their actions to wealthy, rich, and famous people, and being so blindly guided by what they're doing and what they're saying. And my daughter helped me to realize that even though that is not the star's intention, or the famous person's intention, that yeah, those things are going to happen, where people become so enamored by who the person is, that the message itself really doesn't carry the weight, or the message carries the weight, but it's only based upon who the person is. And in talking and discussing and like working through that, I could come to the conclusion that, yeah, but it's not their fault, because their intentions are good and healthy. And just because other people are jaded by the fact that they are a popular figure doesn't mean that the work that they're doing isn't of a worthy cause or worthy notoriety. So, but I say all that to say, you know, how we set our intentions and how we set our intentions and how we move through the universe depends a lot upon our thought processes and how we perceive ourselves in the universe and how we perceive those around us and how we believe others are perceiving us. But when you set intentions, sometimes it's done so subconsciously because it's built upon and predicated upon prior learning experiences and moments where you inhaled and infused information into your life that was not not of your discernment, but what was implanted in you, right? And so I just encourage you guys to think about the healthiness of your intentions in every which way that you move. From the time you wake up in the morning, God granted you are given the ability to do so, to the time you go to sleep, just think about your thought patterns and your statements and your actions, and the intentions that drive those things, and be honest with yourself about if they are truly serving you and the people around you, or if they are just for you. Because I believe all intentions have the ability to produce something positive, but I also believe that intentions can definitely be rooted in evil mechanisms to purposefully work against other people by playing with their mind, and through statements that you make, or through actions that you will yourself to do or to not do. So just be mindful of that, mindful of what your intended purposes are for every action and thought process that you experience. Okay? So, y'all know how I do it. And for those of you who don't, I give a little dialogue, and then I use these beautiful tarot cards that I previously pulled and prayed over, and revealed today to drive my message home. So, oh, this was beautiful for me. And it was so beautiful because, like I said, I don't look at the cards before I determine what I'm going to talk about. And it's just so beautiful that spirit is always giving me the sustenance that I need to drive my message home. So I don't look at the cards. I pull the cards, I stack them, I leave them until it's time for me to deliver my message. And then I deliver my message, and then I turn the cards over, sometimes before I give my dialogue, sometimes afterwards. Um, doesn't matter. I don't really investigate them until I have come up and formulated what I want my message to be about. And today is about intentions. And the first card that I pulled was the Ace of Pentacles, which is about inner and external success. This is about almost like, what did I say? Thought. It's about your thoughts. It's about your thoughts and you being able to co create with the universe, right? And it is about, like, this is like the flower of life, and it's about wealth and health and reward, but it is about you being able to say, my thoughts lead to internal and external success. If I'm thinking healthy and I'm breathing healthy thoughts and into my daily living situation, regardless of what it is, then something abundant and wealthy, and healthy will come of it. And I say this all the time. It is very difficult to bear good fruit from rotten roots, right? So if your thoughts are rotten, if your thoughts are evil, if they are not predicated upon good, you will not yield good fruit. You will not be able to experience the flower of life. So, and then I pulled the Gain card, the Nine of Pentacles. I pulled this, I think, last week. Um, and of course, this is like the harvest card. The sunflowers represent harvest. I told you guys I'm a sunflower fan. I ain't gonna keep repeating that. But it's about achievement and success, but it's about achievement and success gained through discipline and persistence. And this is Venus in Virgo, and it is about the love of life and the love of uh, duty, and being connected and bound to gaining what you have to gain, not because it is given to you, but because you took your thoughts and you co-created with the universe, and you came up with the things that will yield you a bountiful harvest. And then I pulled, of course, the Star card. I love the Star card in every deck. And the Star card is an Aquarian card, or closely linked with Aquarian. You see the water there. And water always reminds me of like fluid energy, that is more like a vehicle. You know, water is being poured into the chest, into her vessel, and it's being poured back into the earth. But it is a vehicle. Water is definitely a vehicle. I had this conversation once with my family about how water carries energies, and everything that water will go through before it gets to you as a human being will carry some type of story with it, whether it's in an apartment building, a river bank, it doesn't matter. Water is energy. and it definitely has its own story. And the star card for me is about um, recognition and self-confidence and the light that comes after being in these dark periods. And you see some of those remnants of darkness around, but there is light bursting, creative light. And I think this is a Merkaba. I might be saying it wrong, but this does represent like the age of Aquarius, and it symbolizes hope and premonition and intuition and the use of wisdom. It is an activation card, but it is also deeply rooted in the use of morality. Like I was saying with the Ace of Pentacles, it's about your thoughts and the use of your mind and your senses to create this higher level of thought process. And so I don't know. I feel like with intentions, you should always be striving to rise higher in terms of your thought process. Um, and I used to say to my daughters a long time ago, you know, who you are at 10 is not who you're going to be at 15, and that's not who you're going to be at 20 or 30. And if it is, you need to do a check in. And it's good to say that we are the same and we never change, but without change, it's kind of like having an infant's mind in an adult body. So, you know, your intentions become very important in terms of making sure that you can co-create with the universe and utilize your thoughts to create healthy means of success, healthy ways of attaining and sustaining your success and your health and reaping your rewards. And your intention should be a vehicle by which you can create a fruitful harvest and bounty, but being able to use discipline and persistence in order to do so. And intention should allow you to shed light on dark areas of your life so that you can grow and build your self-confidence and your self-esteem so that you don't have to do shadowy shit in order to connect with people and to resonate with people, and you can illuminate your wisdom and activate your intuition and utilize a moral compass in order to help you navigate through life as the star, as the shining light that you are, because we all are. It's just about how we pick and choose when we're going to use that light and if we're going to use that light. Excuse me, use that light. So you know how I do it, how I feel. Other people could say other things about these cards. And thank you, Vanessa DeCourt, Sun and Moon Tarot. Other people could say other things about these cards, but we ain't talking about them. We talking about me. And once again, I thank those who like, share, comment on my content, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I'm going live or when I posted something. And I thank those who don't like, share, and subscribe to my channel or, you know, my content. I love you just the same. So I'm going to put my wand down and rest it. And as always, I wish you guys peace, light, love, and happiness. One.